What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of EZPZ Podcast, episode 82, coming at you with the homie. Episode 82 with Trey. What's up, Trey?
Shit, dude. I'm tired as hell, man.
Yeah, for sure. We, I went out with a lot of people. I guess you weren't there. I was just going to say, we went out on Friday, but you weren't there.
Oh, that was fucking
Alex the B-Word's birthday, Alex Bush's birthday. We did that party bus. We were out pretty late, but honestly, it wasn't like a crazy night. We did the party bus, went to a bar, got dropped off at the bar instead of back home at midnight for the after party. Went to a bar, and then downtown. We stayed out till about bar close, 1:30, and then went home or went back to B-Words and then hung out for another hour or two. It wasn't that crazy. It wasn't an insane night like most of our summer nights have been.
Yeah, we have a lot to do for this trip that we're going on next week to the UP of Michigan, where we're camping, and Gail's like planning all of these routes and like dehydrating all the food.
Wow.
I'm scared, dude. My dad's like, you're gonna get eaten by bears.
Oh my gosh. So what's the plan then? What's the plan for that?
I don't even know. I think it's like we're spending either 3 or 4 days in the woods. Living off the land. But I guess we're bringing a bunch of food, so it's not really like that. But
4 days is a long time to be camping.
I know, dude. No phone service. It's too far out in the woods. I'm not going to see any screens. It's going to be weird.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I can imagine that you have to do a lot to prep for that. So, I mean, I was bummed out that you guys weren't there, but whatever. I mean, that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't want to get lost and shit or
yeah, so
not have enough food or whatever.
Satellite phone or anything?
No, dude. You know the Grimes family.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so you're with...
Just Gail.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. You should see these backpacks, dude. They're huge, and we're just going to be dragging them in a canoe all over fucking hell.
How long have you guys... How much money did you guys spend on all the equipment?
Gail's, like... been accumulating it for years, and I have a bunch of hand-me-down shit from their family, so like I honestly spent under like $200 on equipment and shit, but like I'm sure over the years they've spent thousands, you know.
Yeah,
but
that's gonna be fun. So
yeah,
how many days did you say?
I don't know, like I think 4 or 3. I'm not sure how many we're actually camping, but then there's a nice like rental cabin we're staying at afterwards, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, dang, dude, that's gonna be a great trip. So you won't be here for a couple weeks? Just
1 week.
Okay.
So like Wednesday to Wednesday pretty much. Okay. So
but she's off work a long time, she said.
Yeah, she's got 2 weeks off because she's going to do like this thing. What the fuck is it? Her like summer camp that she calls her cult is like doing 100-year celebration. Like it's been open for 100 years. So
oh wow,
they're doing all sorts of culty rituals and shit.
All right, so let's get into the topic. Some topics. Those 12 Thai football playing kids. So I couldn't tell. Is it football? So football for them is obviously soccer.
Yeah,
right?
It's soccer.
Okay, so the soccer team was stuck in a cave for 18 days.
Yeah, dude.
What kind of adult people are taking kids into a cave that is like runs this risk?
I think that it was just like flash flooding situation where like they obviously weren't expecting it, or they would have brought all these kids in, or it was like super low risk that something like that would go down. So
yeah,
still
that makes sense. I mean, that they probably went in and then all of a sudden it flooded. Yeah. And like the path that you went in, ew, that would be so scary. I can't imagine. These are all kids too. These are like teenagers, right?
Oh, definitely really young. Really young.
Hell no, not for me.
How long did you say they were stuck?
18 days.
Dude, just imagine 2 weeks in a cave.
God, dude, it's insane. It was like pretty much since before we went to Electric Forest. So we're talking like almost 3 weeks, 18 days, yeah. And they're stuck in there. It was a field trip gone bad. And this was like a crazy thing that was happening all over the news. Like it was every day. It was like, this is like the most fearful thing ever, right? Like, unless it was 12 U.S. kids, it couldn't get any worse for U.S. news media, or any better for them, for their story.
At the top of my list of fears is getting trapped in a cave.
Dude, straight up. Mine's getting eaten by a shark, and then probably third or fourth is getting trapped in a cave.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, my biggest fear is getting trapped in a room with no doors. So that actually kind of fits that description.
Oh my god.
And then like prison. So
Yeah.
kind of two of like my biggest fears.
Prison's that high up?
Dude, I do not. Dude, imagine having all of your freedom taken away from you and you're just like forced to like just pushed around and like, I don't know. It would totally suck.
No, you're right. No, prison's up there for a lot of people. That's why we have, we have the most people in prison of any other population in the world, or country, I should say.
Yeah, I guess
3
a lot of
million people.
I guess a lot of people aren't as scared of it as me, dude.
Yeah, 3 million.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's a
1%.
shit ton, dude. Yeah.
That's effing insane.
Well, like, I mean, compared to other countries, it's so high, but that's
1% is huge, dude. It's like sickening.
Yeah, it's because profit prisons. Not
Yeah.
many other countries have that shit, so.
Yeah. We're definitely like an outlier for that kind of thing. We're an outlier for a lot of things here in the U.S., though. Gosh.
We walk to the beat of our own drummer.
Yeah. So these kids this, like I was saying, it was a pop culture, like, turned into a pop culture phenomenon because Elon Musk was tweeting about it, and then he got like thousands and thousands of people like asking him to do something about it. He's like a modern day Batman. What's the guy? Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce.
Bruce Wayne. He seriously is, because he literally gathered a team at Tesla, designed, engineered, and produced a mini submarine. Flew out to Thailand. Dropped it off and said, "Hey, if you guys need this, use it. If you can't use it, whatever, here it is." He names it the Wild Boar because he names it after the team. The soccer team's name is Wild Boar. The Wild Boars, dude, and it's like a legit like mini submarine. But
they didn't end up using that.
They didn't because it was so the exit that they found with sonar and whatever equipment they used. That for 18 days, people were working to get these kids out, like hundreds of people. Pumping out water, they were doing a bunch of stuff to like deliver oxygen up there because they're breathing constantly. They're like losing all that oxygen that's trapped in there from the water flooding, like you were saying, and then food and all that, like care packages. So they knew like the best routes to get there, and they weren't able to end up using that because it was too thick. The mini submarine was too thick.
Did Elon Musk bring out the boars from like the Boring Company? Because I had heard something about that, like they were gonna bore down to get them or something. But maybe that was just hearsay because they assumed that's what Elon Musk was delivering there or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think that they ended up doing that, bringing out like his Boring Company. When you said wild boars, if they brought out the boars, I was like, wait, what?
Man, there's all sorts of boars going on in this story, dude.
But no, I don't think they ended up doing that. But they did have that. They did have, like I said, that mini submarine, and so that's kind of fun. They didn't use it, but like I said, dude, this guy Elon Musk is turning into like a freaking modern day Bruce Wayne.
Well, yeah, he's got the Elon submarine or whatever, so that's basically like the Batmobile, and then like. Does he have like an invisible plane or something? Yeah. Like
I know he has at least a few private planes. So he, in the midst of all this, on Twitter, people are like yelling at him to like fix Flint, the Flint, Michigan stuff.
I saw that. He's allegedly going to. Or
yeah,
whatever.
He's like, anybody that needs help, just reach out to me. I don't remember exactly what his tweet was, but I was just like, what is going on? This billionaire is like straight up being an awesome dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe the celebritydom is more valuable than like the resources he puts in it because like maybe it's like a long-term marketing strategy kind of thing, you know?
But
like,
I mean, how much goodwill is his company is going to get just because of him? I don't know. I guess people do see him as like...
There's all sorts of people going like, Musk for president, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like on like Twitter and shit like that. So I'm just saying, you know, like...
I'd rather have Musk as president than Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
He can't be president though, right?
Oprah, actually, I watched a pretty cool thing with Oprah, just like talking about her rise to fame, and she's pretty cool. Oprah's okay.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not hating on her, but as far as president,
yeah, fuck it.
I don't think
want
that
celebrity
Elon...
presidents.
What?
I don't want celebrity presidents.
Oh no.
I want like fucking old school presidents, like fucking Kennedy shit, you know. So.
Someone that's been fighting for their local community for 10, 20 years, and then they move to the state for 10, 15, 20 years, and then now...
Leslie Knope for president, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. Someone like that. Yeah. Doesn't have to be a celebrity. It has to be someone that actually cares and has shown they cared. But what I was thinking is I don't think that Elon Musk can be president, right? Because wasn't he born in a different country?
I don't know that much about the dude, to be honest.
He had this biography that came out a year or two ago, and apparently it was a very hard, dry read. So,
you could say it was boring.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to look that up now while we get into the BuildABear stuff. I want to hear what you heard about that.
Fucking.
Oh, wait. Actually, let's finish off with this Thai football team. There's newspapers around the world, and I wanted to show you some of them because it's actually really cool. Like, all these different countries, everyone around the whole world was celebrating these kids, like, coming home, you know? So, hold on.
Everyone likes a good kid trapped in a well story, let me tell you.
All wild boars say, hoo-yah, mission accomplished. These are, like, across the world. These are in Thailand and then in Europe.
These headlines are amazing.
The Great Escape.
Oh, that kid is so stoked to be out of the cave.
I think that's like a mom.
Oh.
They're all out. Sydney, Australia.
Oh, God.
Australia. The Guardian. Celebration as Thailand rescues all 12 cave boys.
I think they were starting to make the transformation to Gollum because those are some ugly ass kids.
Oh my god. Damn, son.
Maybe we should have left them in the cave.
Gosh. I mean, I'm not hating on it.
You can edit that out.
Oh yeah, duh. I knew this. Elon Musk was born in South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah, he's actually African.
Okay.
So that's interesting. He can't be president, but I don't know. Can he be vice president?
I don't know.
Him and Oprah would be insane.
Oprah Musk 20 whatever.
2020.
2020.
Probably be 2024. So one thing I want to point out is that I saw this on the news stations because at my work the news is constantly playing that or a soap opera. Because like it's all these like middle-aged or older women like that just like to gather out in the cafeteria area, and seeing like this story play like for like I said 2 weeks straight, they got so many. I'm guaranteed they got huge numbers from it. You know, I actually stood and watched the TV a couple times for like a couple minutes. I was finding myself like engulfed in this story and not even being like a huge part of it. But so these kids, like, look at their pictures. Their pictures are straight up on the front of newspapers. I know their names aren't associated to them, but like I'm just wondering. I saw this on the news here in the U.S. Like, what? Their parents didn't sign off on this, obviously, to have the kids being like posted it. I don't know. It just feels weird to have kids' faces out in the open.
Yeah, definitely. I bet they signed off on it. I mean, it was a big news story. Like, what are they gonna do? Just say no more press? But maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how could they get a hold of this, like, 12 random kids as parents in Thailand kind of thing is what I mean.
Sure. Wouldn't it be, like, Taiwanese news first, and then everyone just stole the pictures and shit? Or, like...
Or, yeah, I guess if you see those Taiwanese or Thailanders? Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. You see them posting it. Yeah, I think you're right. Then they can maybe, like, go in and do their own thing. Well, okay, that's just one more point I wanted to point out, and it makes sense when you put it that way. So let's get in, though, to that Build-A-Bear fiasco happening up and down. So actually, I'm gonna let you speak towards it first, but one of my coworkers at my actual, my job, he works there part-time, so he got to share some like crazy stories.
He works at Build-A-Bear?
Part-time.
Holy crap. We should have got him on the cast. Like, he's got some shit to say.
Yeah. He had some stories, but really for the most part he had like nothing but good things to say. Really? So yeah, in West Des Moines, Iowa, like it's not going to be crazy.
Well, so basically the line that I saw was a bunch of really fat, like bitchy looking people that came from like the worst part of town. That's what it looked like. Like I saw several like people like walking by with their phones and stuff like that, and it looked horrible.
Here in
yeah, in Jordan Creek. Okay. Yeah.
Because I posted an article in the EZPZ Podcast kind of like secret group so we can gather our like intelligence.
Oh yeah.
And it was just exactly that, but it was around the world, like around the country, just a bunch of bigger.
Yeah. I saw the Jordan Creek one, and that was pretty ridiculous. It went from one end of the mall to the other, like just through the whole middle of it and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of discuss what people were gathering outside these Build-A-Bears for. It was called a pay your age event. So you could walk in with you had to have your kid with you, or the kid, or pay for if you're 20 years old, you still get a $10 discount.
Yeah,
that's the kind of crazy thing. So anyway, pay your age. So 20 years old, you pay $20. 5 years old, pay $5. So people are bringing all their kids, 3 kids, you can save up to $60-$70. 3, 5, and 7-year-old, that's 3, 5, 7, that's 15. So and they're usually $30 each.
Yeah.
They can be more too.
Are these like custom made bears that they're selling here?
No, you can pick anything you want, except there are some licensing agreements. Like I believe like specifically Marvel stuff can't be discounted or something like that.
Okay.
Or Pokemon ones can't be discounted, or at least heavily discounted like this. So that's kind of like what drove all these families out across the U.S. to all these Build-A-Bear locations. And it was a Thursday, It's not like it's a Saturday or Friday even, These parents, stay-at-home moms, sure, or stay-at-home dads, but these parents are having to take PTO, some of them, I'm sure. Babysitters are taking kids out, nannies.
No, definitely. It looked really fucking crazy, man. But I also heard that there was a catch where you had to sign up for like the Build-A-Bear Club also. I'm not exactly sure what that entails, but I'm sure that there's like some sort of membership fee, or like you give up your credit card and forget to cancel it. And
one of those things. I don't know anything about that either, but I believe it's just like an email blast thing.
Oh, an email blast.
Yeah.
So okay, not so bad.
Yeah, not at all. But I'm not 100% sure. I should have looked that up beforehand. But yeah, you're right. You do have to sign up for that Build-A-Bear Club thing. But so, like the lines are humongous. Thousands of people. Here at Jordan Creek in West Des Moines, Iowa, 3,000 people. It's massive, dude.
I just don't get the thought process and shit like that. So you sit in line for 6 hours behind 3,000 other people to get like a $5 teddy bear. In that time that you spent the 6 hours, you could have made like close to $100 doing something else and bought 3 bears full price and not had to stand in line,
Totally. Yeah.
Because I hate lines. I would rather work than stand in line, so it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so I agree with you. People turn this kind of thing into like an event, though, I guess. They turn it into like family time. They turn it into like, it's exciting.
Well, I guess I can relate to like video game pre-release shit, like in the lines or whatever. Like that was cool. I would wait in those lines because you would like, I've waited in several World of Warcraft lines, and you would just talk to the people next to you like, hey, what class you play? Shit like that. So I guess maybe if you're like a Build-A-Bear enthusiast, you're like, what head are you going to put on that thing? It's like, I'm going to get classic 6 because I love that teddy bear head.
Dude, for real. I've waited in tons of lines, obviously, going to music festivals. It's insane. But when it comes to product releases, like you were talking toward, I've waited so many times. I think my favorite memory is waiting for the Nintendo Wii.
Sure.
So it came out like November 19th, 2006, and I waited outside of the Valley West Mall here in what is that, Clive or Urbandale?
Yeah.
Iowa here, and the Valley West Mall Target, though, across the street. And it was me, Chad Aldrich, and his brother Chris, and we weren't prepared. I was 16 at the time. I was buying it for myself because my dad gave me money so it was coming from Santa, because my youngest sister at the time was still about like 9 or 10, so she kind of believed it, But I waited in line with my dad's $300 he gave me, bought it, but before I even got into it, we waited from like 11 p.m. to like 7 a.m. They passed out tickets. And I remember him like nudging me because I fell asleep at like 5 probably, so I was asleep for like an hour. I didn't have enough coats. It was like negative 10 degrees, didn't have enough blankets, enough coats or whatever. And I remember when Chad nudged me to wake up, hey, they're passing out tickets. I remember being in the most pain I've ever been in, like up until that point. Dude, it was insane. I was like, because when you fall asleep, you're like, your body like doesn't regulate your temperature as much, right?
Sure.
Well, I think it's a thing because every time you fall asleep, I get kind of cold or whatever. That's why you need blankets and whatnot. So your body stops regulating your temperature. So I was like literally freezing. I've never felt like that cold in my life.
Oh my god.
I guess that's a better way to put it. I've never felt that
That's
cold.
your favorite memory?
No. I'm just saying. I guess it was kind of my favorite thing because we got the Wii. We basically had slept 0 hours. You know, I slept for like maybe a couple hours off and on. And then we went back to my house, hooked it up. We played Wii Sports for literally 6 minutes. And then Chad's like, I'm tired, man. I'm going to go home. So he leaves because he got one
so
too.
So anticlimactic.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the year Twilight Princess came out on the GameCube and the Wii. Yeah. So he had gotten that too, I think. And he probably played that. But it was pretty intense. I've waited, though, for a lot of things. I've waited for Amiibo, NES Classic, Super Nintendo Classic. I mean, just a lot of things. I've waited in line for, I don't know, what other game? I guess specifically game releases. You said you waited for World of Warcraft stuff.
Yeah, I think that and maybe like Halo early on.
Ooh, yeah. Grand Theft Auto 4, I waited for that. Literally got it home. We got the $150 special edition that came with like a bunch of stupid junk, you know, that's like in a tub downstairs somewhere. But I got home, I put the game in, and I played it. That was the only time I ever played that game. 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
$150.
Good run, dude.
It was like April 2008. So it was
what's that, like $10 a minute?
Dude, no kidding. Stupid. That's what I did with a lot of games and still do. Nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Even like 3 years ago, I used to buy games, not play them.
Yeah. No, I have several. Like the Steam sale does that to me.
Totally.
I have an unopened copy of Destiny 2. I have unopened copies of all of the Arkham games. I have unopened like Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, a couple Mass Effects. All of it, dude. I could probably resell this on eBay, but now they're not worth half as much as when I got them. Like,
nothing, dude. I've already looked into it. It sucks. 10, 20 years from now, they will be.
True, like
discs aren't a thing. You know, just like cartridges aren't anymore. Really, yeah. Now the Switch is reigniting that. But like, if you have I have a sealed Genesis game, Primal Rage.
Oh, dude, I love that game.
Well, I bought it just like 4 years ago, for like $30, and now it's worth $60. You know, like,
yeah.
So it's 20-30-year-old game, and it's only worth $60 sealed.
That's before the Martin Shkreli old school game buyouts or whatever, dude. He bought like a shit ton of that.
Wait,
and Magic cards. He bought like, if you like go on Reddit and shit, he's like an investor, and he like literally invests in that shit, and he like invests in Magic cards. And there was like this thing where he posted on, I think it was Reddit, like asking like what card should I be investing in, and like he's like, I've got a huge chunk of cash to be investing in this, and everyone was just like, enjoy the game, you're ruining it for everyone else. And then he still bought out a bunch of shit, you know, so it's crazy. Yeah,
Martin, what's his
I thought it was Shkreli or something like that, but
no, I think you're right.
Pharma Bro.
Yeah, Pharma Bro. We talked about him on one of the first 10 episodes, I think, because that was right when that whole thing went down. We've been doing this for like 3.5 years. It's crazy to think about, but yeah, Pharma Bro, and then he had that Wu-Tang Clan thing he bought for $2 million.
He bought the one Wu-Tang album, but there was a clause in it that said that only Bill Murray could take it back from him. Like Wu-Tang could take it back, or Bill Murray could take it back. And then I'm pretty sure Bill Murray invoked his right to take the album back from him. But
no way.
I'm like, I don't know. If that might just be some weird internet shit that I read on Facebook.
Still
like
amazing.
Some fake news.
So if we look at this is unprecedented response as well. All these like media things are KCCI was saying about it, and it was so successful it failed pretty much. So what happened though, these lines, 3,000 people, there's no way Build-A-Bear can serve 3,000 people, even if they have 50 stations to build the bear.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I bought a Build-A-Bear before. I have nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I bought a Charmander for my nephew, and I just walked in and grabbed the one that was already made on the shelf and went to the register.
Yeah.
Not buying the $10 shirt, the $14 shoes, you know.
Oh,
that's how they get like way. You know, you can get $100 bear, even though the bear itself is $30.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I got him a Charmander and just got that. But people want to actually build it. That's part of the fun for the kids. It takes about 15 minutes, so I hear.
But a lot of these families were turned down because, I mean, when it gets to a certain point, that's like a safety hazard.
Yeah. Well, I heard that anyone that was standing in line got like a $20, $15 gift card. Yeah.
So they get like a $15 off a purchase of a bear.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that point, it's almost the discount that you were wanting. They had to cut the line off. Like, people were still getting in line at like 4 p.m. It's like, you're not going to get in, dude. People that were waiting at 9, they opened an hour early. And so they open at 8 a.m. instead of 9 a.m.
Depending on how quick you got that coupon, like, it might be, like, better deal anyway. It's, like, depending how quick you can get out of that line. You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
If you save yourself 3 hours to get the coupon, hell, like, why not? But
there is, people just don't think about it like that, you know? Like, I think about my time and money like that as much as I possibly can. Obviously, I feel like I was way better about it when I was, like, single and, like, I had only my well-being to care about or whatever.
Sure.
But I mean, people don't think about that like that. People want to have like that family time. People were able to like leave their kids with a friend that they may have gone with and then go enjoy the mall with some other like whatever, go get some food. You know, it was like they got turned into like a community event.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that was kind of fun. I can share some numbers from the Build-A-Bear out here in West Des Moines because some people I may have been talking about a little too loud. But, so they made $26,000.
Okay, that's crazy.
Well, no, they sold $26,000 worth of product.
Okay.
They only made $8,000 gross, so they lost $18,000 to these discounts.
That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
And that's before the coupons like come back in for discounted bears. But I bet the cost of making a bear is probably less than $15.
I'm guessing $5 to $10. They sell them for $30. You know, you have to sell products 500% to 600% just to even basically break even. Yeah. Sometimes. But yeah, dude. And then those coupons though, August 31st is when they expire. So people have plenty of time. They have 7 full weeks really.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Build-A-Bear did a great job. I really didn't think that it would cause this kind of catastrophe. And like,
what advertising did they use for this? Because like before it happened, I heard nothing about it. You know?
Yeah, it's like word of mouth, really.
Yeah, it must have been because like I haven't even heard the word Build-A-Bear for like 5-10 years. Yeah, like you know what I mean. And then suddenly this is like all the news. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude, for real. So there is there's some stuff going down. You know, today is the World Cup finals. So we're gonna be cutting this podcast, another shorter podcast, but hey, at least we're coming at you every single week here on Easy Peasy, delivering the news, the pop culture news. So. Today is France versus Croatia. France is the favorite. I wouldn't say super heavy, but it's over 60% favorite.
I thought that France was favored.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm fucking out of it, I guess, dude.
I'm talking like a mile a minute probably. But yeah, France is favored. Our friend of the show, Clement Cossé, he's out in Chicago actually, watching with all his friends from France. So, because he's missing home, he's had some personal family stuff happening. So he's definitely missing home, and he's out there. So I'm rooting for France, obviously. All of us are going to a bar out in Valley Junction. We actually just discovered through the party bus for Alex B. Word. It's amazing, dude. You're gonna walk in and be like, holy F.
Oh yeah,
dude. It's called The Hall. It's out in Valley Junction. It's in this like giant airplane like. What's it called? Like a airplane like hangar. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's in a hangar. It's like huge vaulted ceilings from like it being like a hangar. Man, it's crazy. And like there's lights everywhere. They have like an area for a live band, 2 gigantic TVs, and then 1 gigantic screen. I've never seen a screen this big in a bar.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even like a TV. It's like a giant screen.
Like a projector? Or?
Paneled screen. It's like they had to hook it up by panels. It's not even a projector.
Whoa.
And it has their menu on it, and it keeps flashing through. Another cool thing. They have... So these... It's like gigantic, like... giant dinner table, like, you know, like the
like
table...
Heston House, like the big family-style dinner tables.
Well, yeah, like those tables, like those giant long ones. Yeah. But they go across the entire thing, and it's just rows and rows and rows.
Yeah, that's very German.
Yeah, super cool. And they are something else unique about them is they have food trucks. So in the way that you order is you go up to an iPad at the front, you put in your order, they come find you. Like
they just bring you the food.
They come find the food. And deliver the food. And they have your name on the screen when your food's being made, when it's ready.
The future is now, boys.
Dude,
like,
this
holy
place,
shit.
Like it's in Valley Junction, which I wish we could go and hang out there more because it's such a beautiful area of Des Moines.
Oh yeah, no, it's a cool area. Definitely, always cool shops, good restaurants. We went to the Chinese restaurant Heavenly down there.
Oh,
dank as fuck.
Really?
Dude, yeah, it's really good. Really
Heavenly?
good. Yeah, it's like they have like a secret, like authentic menu too that has like all these like steamed rolls and shit like that.
Wait,
and, like,
okay, I think I heard you
dim
talking
sum
about
and
that.
shit. Yeah, it's really good.
Dang, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. There's awesome bars. There is a tavern. I think it's just called The Tavern.
Yeah, they have really good pizza.
Amazing pizza. Lydia's dad, ever since I've been dating her, will buy. He always gets coupons for buy one get one. He'll buy two, give us the other one, and we'll just like love life, dude. Because I love if I'm ever gonna eat thin crust. Because my favorite is just regular pizza, probably.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I love all pizza. You love all pizza.
Oh
right?
yeah, I love pizza.
Yeah, but I mean, I like if I'm gonna be eating thin crust, it has to be like that tavern style.
Sure,
Not
like the square cut. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
or?
that, and it's just like it's thin, but it's not like I don't know. I just feel like some thin crust is just.
Oh, floppy thin crust? No,
Yeah.
It has to be crispy for sure. Oh my god, don't get me started on flippy thin crust, dude. Or flippy any kind of pizza.
Yeah.
If your pizza does this, then it's totally fucked up. If it like slants down really sadly, oh my god, it's a fucked up slice. Unless it's one of those huge New York slices that you can't like not bend.
Okay. I was gonna say like I love New York style where it's like just so big it breaks under the weight.
Yeah, no, it's the weight. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be heading out here in a little bit to watch that World Cup game, root for France. I'm super excited. My team at work's having a food day tomorrow, and I actually drafted France as my pick to like win, and actually drafted Croatia, which is funny. I drafted like the two best teams apparently. But we're doing like I'm making a French dish tomorrow, and it's just called les crudités or something. Guess what it is?
Like bread, cheese bread.
Veggie tray.
Okay.
So I'm like known at work for just going to Costco, buying a 4 pounds of vegetables veggie tray, which is usually $30 or $40 at Hy-Vee. Is $10.
That's not what you want to be known for, Shaun.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm known for bringing 4 pounds of veggies for everyone to dip.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly right. People bring dips. We always do like a dip day or something, you know? So I'm like, I can't dip chips. I'm trying to eat healthy throughout the week. And if you make like a dip I can eat, I'm going to use either a spoon or like broccoli or like carrots.
You'll eat dip with spoon?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You're a trooper, bro.
I'm not going to eat potato chips in the middle of the week. I will feel like garbage. I ate pizza yesterday. We ordered Pizza Hut. I feel so like swollen and inflamed because carbs.
Sure. That might be explain my whole lifestyle.
Yeah, dang. But today, I don't know if you know the old Mayhem crew.
Yeah.
They're doing Ultimate Frisbee today.
Oh, yeah? Where is that?
So I used to play Ultimate Frisbee all the way back when I was like 11 with James Gray and all those Mayhem kids. And I played for like 7 or 8 years. Or more than that. I played for like 10 years. Because I played until I met Lydia. So really, yeah. 10, 11, 12 years. Jeez. But, well, my cat's knocking. So I guess we got to end the podcast soon. No, but they're playing Ultimate today, and it's all the old school crew. Because eventually, like, other people started coming in that weren't even originally there ever. Like, the original crew. They weren't affiliated with Magic the Gathering or Mayhem. And then next thing you know, it's like getting overrun.
Yeah, just
2
people
and 3
see
green,
you.
+2/+2 to all your creatures trample. No, but it's getting like overrun by all these like randoms.
Yeah, they just saw you guys playing and then got there early.
Well, they were
tried
a friend
to
of a friend. They were like acquaintances,
Yeah.
but they didn't come in through Magic. They didn't come in through. It's just turned into like literally like Des Moines Ultimate Frisbee, and it got like college kids. Like it was kids that are like insanely good. Like I'm getting older now. I'm like I rolled my ankle 3 times in the last fucking 6 weeks.
Ouch, dude.
Yeah, so I'm like unable to freaking run right now. So I had to text them and shoot them a text saying I'm not gonna be able to make it probably. But that is what I'm looking forward to today. We gotta get out of here though. We gotta talk about that woman though. That video that we watched.
Oh my god, dude.
Woman uses Portillo zoning meeting in Davenport, Iowa, for, just trying to explain her personal life.
She wanted everyone to totally get her situation, and I think she needed some help. Like, the word is, she was saying, like, her stepdaughter, or what the fuck, her mom wouldn't help her because she was dead. Her dad wouldn't help her because he's an asshole. Like,
he's a minister, and he doesn't believe her. So what's going on? Okay. So this woman, this video blew up on Twitter. Got retweeted 500,000 times or something crazy. It's a 3-minute long video of a woman walking up. It's like, when a new business or a new franchise or something is coming to a smaller town, especially a smaller town. Actually, it's probably everywhere, I guess. Yeah. But it's coming to Davenport, which isn't that small. But they have like a meeting, and you can like vent if you're a citizen of that county, that state, or that area. You can vent or explain why you are against this. Because they are. I mean, everyone has their own vote, and I mean, we're pretty much voting towards things through our constituents, right?
Sure.
Or the other way around.
Like elected democracy or
yeah,
whatever.
Elected officials. Yeah. So she walks up. It's her turn to speak. She's waiting there. She walks up and starts talking about how she just moved to Davenport. She's getting a divorce from her husband. It's not finalized till September 18th. No one's going to help her. He won't give her a single penny in the divorce. Not a single penny. She has to say it like that. And she's going on about her health problems, about her whole life. And everyone's just kind of sitting there waiting for a good couple minutes. And then the guy that, the judge or whatever he's called, it's holding the meeting and at the front, he's like, "Ma'am, do you know that this is a zoning meeting for Portillo's restaurant?" She's like, keeps going on.
She's like, "Huh? What's that?"
I hate Facebook.
She's like, "Well, let me tell you, I hate Facebook because I can't get a job, and the library locked my password. Now tell me, is that right?" Like, oh my god, this woman, dude. She just probably doesn't have any friends because she moved here from wherever to Davenport. She's very lonely. She saw a town hall meeting, didn't know what it was about.
Her daughter's 20 years old. She's in college. We know so much about this woman.
I know. I feel like I'm related to her myself, honestly. That's why you should go hit her GoFundMe that's raised over $1,000.
Like, what's $1,000 going to do for you? Like, that's 2 months of rent for some people.
Yeah, I saw that she had medical bills or whatever, so maybe, like, that would be a nice little chunk in there. And she doesn't look like she can really work. Like,
yeah, looks older, a little overweight, and she obviously has she just doesn't have a good grasp on what's going on, really.
No, definitely.
So, I thought that was kind of funny. That's just like a good way to cap off this wonderful one-on-one episode with Trey. Totally Trey over here. So Trey, are you gonna start streaming again, or what's going down?
Yeah, it's gonna go down. I'm just trying.
Are you gonna jump ship? Mixer?
Yeah, I think so. Just because they have this thing called the Hype Zone, which with the Battle Royale games, it's like a featured channel that basically whoever's closest to getting a Battle Royale is like featured on it.
Whoa.
So like it just gives you like a good, like there's like usually like a couple thousand people in there at a time, and you just get good exposure, and like especially like because I want to play games that I'm having fun with, and like right now the only game I'm having fun with is Fortnite, and it doesn't make sense to stream it on Twitch unless you're like the best player on Twitch, which sad to say I am, but anyways,
that's kind of interesting. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, no, it's like a very cool way to like help grow that community. Like it's if they like do that for different types of games as like new popular genres come out, I think that would be like the edge that they need to get like ahead on Twitch, because they don't really do that for like small creators. They like, but now I guess if you're an affiliate on Twitch, you can get featured on the main page randomly, like, but
it's so random. It's
there's like 2 million people streaming. You're like probably more likely to get like hit the lottery than that shit.
Yeah,
so.
I've been watching a ton of Twitch lately. Like seriously, I track all the stuff I watch, like TV shows, movies, and stuff. It's just insane, like hours a week. I'm at like 25 hours now.
Are you still watching like Trick 2G or?
Yeah, I love Trick 2G. He's like probably my favorite streamer. Just because he's exciting, he's loud, he's obnoxious, but he's also good. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I have a dozen streamers I really like a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I should primarily say I watch League of Legends. Like I don't really watch anything else. Fortnite, I do follow Cypher PK.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's insane.
He's good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and he's like a cool dude. He's
yeah.
Just like, and Ninja, I actually don't follow him just because I'm like anti. He already makes $600K a month. I know.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Like that makes sense.
Enough of his Instagram videos. Like,
yeah, true.
He has a great team that puts together these Instagram videos. Or it might be even his wife. I don't know.
No, he probably has a team.
Yeah.
He definitely has a producer. But yeah, no, I like that whole crew that Ninja rolls with, like Tim the Tap Man and stuff. They like do like really funny like Fortnite shit. Yeah. Like they just goof around the whole time. And like sometimes it gets old. Like I watch a lot of Fortnite, so sometimes it gets old watching people like Cypher that are like super just like locked in serious to the game, you know? Like so sometimes I'll check out Ninja and they'll be like attaching C4 to shopping carts and like shit like that, you know? Yeah. So I like the people that can like let loose sometimes and be goofy.
Ninja's trick shots are super fun to watch.
Oh yeah, no, he's crazy. There's crazy.
Some good ones, like some random people too, like on Facebook. If you're just watching Fortnite, it will keep giving you Fortnite. You know, like
yeah.
Facebook's really videos like doing really good right there, like giving you more and more so that you get sucked in. It's kind of like already Facebook's timeline sucks people in.
Instagram does that shit to me, like pretty bad, but.
But there's some crazy stuff where people are like just straight up like spin around in a circle and then no scope for the final. Like,
yeah.
So season 5's out though. Aren't you excited?
It's amazing, dude.
So what was the overhaul?
So basically, at the end of every season, they have some like big epic event. This time there was like a secret. So the previous season 4, was a superhero season, and there was this like evil lair with like a rocket in there, and the rocket was being like there was hints for months coming up that the rocket was going to be launched. And then the rocket was launched at the beginning of season 5, and basically they thought that the rocket was going to land at like some place. I don't remember what they said, but then like a portal, like a dimensional portal happened, and like it like flew through that, and it just kept like disappearing and reappearing all over the map. It was really cool looking. And then basically now there's just this huge rift that's like opening up like different places in time. So like the southeast of the map is now kind of like a Vegas-y, like, I guess like parts of the real world are bleeding into like the Fortnite world is the idea. And then in like the southwest corner, there's some Viking shit going on.
So Fortnite is supposed to be like literally avatars running around on this fake world.
Yeah.
And you're controlling them. Like, you, the player, are controlling them. So, like, the storyline, that's kind of like the story in the background. Of course, it's just a Battle Royale game, but they have, like, these weird storylines that are attached per season.
Yeah,
like you're
definitely.
saying, it's like that superhero thing, and then the rockets with all the portals opening up.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. And, like, this season is going to be... They said I guess they did it a lot last season too, but it's like a living map where every week there's a new change to the map, and it's just like growing and like not getting bigger necessarily, but things are always just changing and like just shaking shit up. Yeah, I know. It's freaking crazy. I've never seen an event. Like, I've played World of Warcraft, which I think would be a prime game to use this like live event shit, but I've never seen anything like that rocket event, because it was like one time at like you could only see it at like a certain time. I don't remember what it was, like 8 p.m. or something, and then it was just done forever, and you had to watch it on YouTube. And I thought that was like really cool way to bring people together. Did
they have Thanos this season too?
No, that was just for the superhero season.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh yeah.
4, like,
yeah.
That's some cool stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. They do a really good job. For being a free game, they're fucking crazy.
Dude,
like,
Epic is murdering it. And like you were saying, I contested you a few months ago, more than a few months, probably 6 months ago now. But you were saying, oh yeah, Fortnite's is beating out League of Legends on Twitch, and I looked this week, and I've looked like every week, and it has beaten out. There's been a couple of days here and there where it's like 100,000 for League,
you'll have
80,000 for Fortnite.
Yeah, you'll have tournaments, or Ninja won't be on, or like you know, because like Ninja's like 100,000 people every time he plays, so like it skews the numbers super hard.
I've seen him all the way down. I've never seen him actually, because like I said, I don't watch him.
Yeah.
So the highest I've ever seen a streamer would be a League of Legends streamer, and I think the highest I've seen, besides like a tournament, like you were saying, is like 35K.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's never below that. I mean, like, he's never below 60.
Wow.
Like, I saw him the other day with 200,000. He was in Fortnite Friday tournament, which is like a every Friday $20,000 tournament for some pros. It's pretty fun.
Wow.
Yeah, and there was just like a 250,000.
He loses so much money when he plays in that. It says like there's articles online if they're doing the math like with his streaming.
Oh, sure.
Unless he wins, he loses a ton of money from not just streaming regular.
Oh yeah, because people don't like the delay.
Subscribers and all that stuff too.
Yeah, and he doesn't read shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to do it. He likes to be competitive, and it's one of those things. Like this guy Tifu, he was kind of not like a no-name. He was on like a professional gaming team, but he wasn't near the level he was. But he's won like 4 of those, and now he's like usually averaging like 30 to 50,000 viewers,
Yeah.
and just like from winning that over and over again, you know. So I'd say like maybe Ninja has already like reached max saturation with that shit, but I'd probably not. You know?
Dude, he is huge.
Yeah. No. What is it like? Fuck. I know Tfue just hit 2 million YouTube subscribers, so Ninja probably has to have like 10 million. That's
Yeah.
something crazy. Yeah.
For sure. All right, well, we got to get out here. Go watch that World Cup.
True.
I'm riding with you, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, thank you for listening to EZPZ Podcast, episode 82. Nick is out this week, but he'll be back on next week, and you'll be camping, right?
Yeah, I'll be in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, dude, tight.
Eating dehydrated fruits.
So she has a dehydrator, too. Wow.
Yeah. No, she makes her own beef jerky that's dank as fuck.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Tight. So, this has been Shaun and Trey. You can get me at Shaun S. Johnson on all social media, on Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. The EZPZ is just at the EZPZ on Instagram. Trey, you're at totally.Trey on Instagram, totally_Trey on Twitter. This has been episode 82, and we out.
Thank you.